I'm Matthew Bishop. I'm the business editor with The Economist in New York, and I've written a book called Philanthrocapitalism: How Giving Can Save the World, which is really what I'm excited about at the moment. Well, I think at the moment, lots of governments try and save the world. They try and answer the big problems we face, like climate change or poverty in Africa, but they do a terrible job. And to my mind, people who give are much more likely to come up with the answers, because when you give, you put your passion into something, you're more likely to sort of back some idea that's a bit wacky, that's a bit out of the box. Politicians are so keen about getting re-elected that they're scared of taking risks, whereas people who want to give, it's their money, they want to set that money free, they want to set their time free, and they want to do something that really makes a difference. Well, the first thing to start with is, what do you care about? Is there something you see out there in the world that you find really offensive and you think it has to change, the world is wrong like that, we've got to make it right? And then go out on the internet and research, type in that story, that issue, and say, well, are there organisations out there that are trying to tackle that problem? And then you should find out about those organisations and give money to them if you like them. And if you don't like them, start your own organisation that actually competes with the people that are out there already and does it the way that you like.
And for a lot of people, the World Economic Forum seems like a place far, far away. What excites you about being here this year?
What excites me about the World Economic Forum is that you run into a lot of people with a lot of power, but also a lot of people who have a lot of ideas. So it's not just the politicians, it's not just the big business people, it's the social entrepreneurs. It's someone I was sat next to at dinner this evening, who's 27. She started an organisation to help young people become change makers, and it operates in 130 countries around the world, and it's making a huge difference. And so you meet all these people, and all these business people who would never talk to an ordinary person or some young person who's doing a social entrepreneurial thing. They sit down together at dinner together and they say, well, actually, we can help each other, and actually there's some ideas here, and everyone gets excited about the potential. And so my hope is that with all these problems that the world is facing at the moment, out of a meeting of minds like this, some real initiatives happen. And the history of the World Economic Forum, certainly over the last 10 years or so, is that some really big ideas that have made a huge positive difference to the world do come out of it. So I'm excited about the potential.